welcome to this live stream. Hello, hello. How are we doing? Thanks so much for tuning in. Sorry I'm late. Drama, the reason I'm being late. It's all Jake's fault. Jake's 2 pence. It's all your fault, bro. It's all your fault, dude. Welcome in. I'll tell you all. Don't worry about it. We've just been scamming Amazon. And by scamming, I mean exercising our rights for fair price in the modern trade capitalist world we live in. So welcome in. Hello, my name's Mike. So much tuning in. Appreciate you. Hope you're doing well. Sorry that sorry I'm late, and I'll explain why. If you don't remember, on Friday and on Instagram, I've been peddling, chat. I've been peddling products. All right, and the product is this. I'll post it in chat in case you want to get one. Okay. This book. This is the Warhammer 40,000 Character Encyclopedia by DK Books. Okay, famous for making the reverse of the retcon of the woke book, which obviously was wrong. But as you can see, this is the book that we're all ordering on Friday because it was £13.86. Can you believe? £13.86. What's so great about this book? Well, the bad thing is it's got a big black box at the front because it comes with a free Titus mini. Which is very cool. And we're doing a painting competition for it. I'll tell you about that in a minute. But the book is like an encyclopedia for like characters in the game. So it's like, here's a character model, here's the old model, here's a little bit about it, which is very cool, very epic. Have I damaged the spine? No. And it's £25 retail, as you can see. And it was £13.86. Well, I told everyone Friday, I was like, order, buy. Buy while it's low, you know, hold diamond hands. As of today, as people have pointed out, it's 11... Oh, no, I'm not getting doxed. It's £11.46, as you can see. So now is the time to buy. If you want one, it's £11.46 instead of £13.86 instead of £25 retail. As I said, you get this whole ass book, which is a nice little coffee table book. It's not too big. It's like A4, maybe a bit smaller than A4. And but the main thing is you get a free mini with it. So it's £11 free mini, which is very sick. But obviously, we'd all pay £13.86. And now today it's £11.80. £11 summit. So Jake complained on Discord because we've got a painting competition. He complained. So I did too. I got a voucher. Chat, I don't know if you know, but if we get a calc, right, let me just show you. £13.86. Okay. Today it's £11.46. All right. But they've given me a refund of £2.78. Okay. Got it for £11.08p. Chat, we scammed Amazon. We scammed Amazon out of 30p. We scammed them out of 30p, and that's why they should pay tax. All right, Jeff Bezos. If you paid tax, I wouldn't have done it. But you know what? I tax you today. Call me Mr. HMRC. Herbert Mikey Royally Collects. That's what we'll call me today. We got him. We did him out of 30p. Let's go, chat. It's a fucking win. 28p. So if you ordered it, complain that the price is different. Exercise your statutory rights as a purchaser in the UK. If you're in there. If you're not in there, sorry. I paid £22 about a month ago. Should I try and get a discount? If it's within 30 days, yes, you should. If it's within 30 days, exercise those fucking rights. If you buy anything within 28 days or 28 working days, you can complain. That's why Amazon has such a large return window, because they don't want you to complain. They just want you to send it back and then send you something else. So today, I was the winner. All right, I was the winner. No, actually, it's not even 28p. It's 38p. I've scammed them out of. So I got Titus for £11.08p, and you can too by using my link. But like I said, importantly, the fun thing is because everybody is suddenly getting Titus models. You know? Oh, it's the 2nd of October. Okay. You have missed the window by about 2 months. You have missed the window by about 2 months. Importantly, because everybody's getting the Titus mini, You know, because everyone's getting the Titus mini, we're holding a painting competition in the Discord. How exciting. How exciting, chat. Exclamation point Discord if you haven't joined already. I know a few of you haven't because you followed me on Instagram and you only just joined yesterday. So we're holding a painting competition, as you can see. I'm going to zoom in. Nope. Don't want to do that. Let me try it. There we go. Can I hide this? Can I hide the channel thing for a minute? Oh, I can make it smaller. Bam! Lieutenant Titus was £13 when I talked about this. So you got to post a picture of you and the Titus, or just the Titus in general. And it's a painting competition to paint him up. You know, you can paint him up however you like. I don't care. If he's not an ultramarine, that's kind of the point. You can do what you want with it. You can paint him as Titus, or you can paint him up as something else. You know? And then it's throughout January, and then we're going to give away like a little merch bundle. I'm contacting some people. You know, maybe you'll get some rattle cans. Maybe you'll get some brushes. Maybe you'll get some other stuff. But you will get a little Hellstormwargaming merch bundle, like some dice and stuff like that. So we've got a whole channel for it. If you want to join in, it's free to join. You don't have to be a paid member. It's just for everybody who's got a Titus mini, you know. It's probably going to be Legends as of like fucking June or July, whenever 11th edition is. But it's an £11 model, so fucking go grab one, you know. What's the best way to get the model out of the book? Yeah, Gitface has worked out that if you saw the front off, that's a good way to get it off. But also, it comes with a tab. It has a tab there. I don't know why that's not the first place you look, but there's literally a sticker there to take the tab out. So I don't know if I'm going to take mine out because I already have a Titus miniature. I might just leave it in the book because I think that'd be nice. But I'm probably going to order another one for like raffle prizes and stuff for the tournaments. Especially where it's shot, by the way, if you want to come to a tournament. The best thing about this is the pronunciation guide. You know? The pronunciation guide. Belisarius call. Bell is R-E-us call. But it's funny because like some of them people pronounce wrong. Like the guy who's in Eldar who leads the fire dragons, I've always called him Fuegan, you know. But it's actually I've always called him Fuegan, but then I started calling him Fugan because that's what other people called him. But it's actually pronounced Fuegan. Isn't that fun? Isn't that fun? Now I can be all like correcting people like a normal functioning person in society. I can actually be like, actually, it's not pronounced like this. If you go to the pronunciation guide in the back of the encyclopedia for characters, his actual name is Rotigus. Not Rotigus, Rotigus. Okay. Okay. Well, actually, he's not called Trazin, which I've always called him. It's actually Trazin because there's only one Y. It's at the end, you know. And it is also not called Cesaras. He's called Zeraz. Zeraz. Yeah, pass me my fucking fedora. What other character have we got, chat? What other character have we got? Bring that book to tournaments and rule lawyer peoples about pronunciation. I'd be like, yeah, if you got the fucking rules wrong, also you called him wrong. You got to give him the wrong name. You didn't pronounce it right. So let's work on the English language. Gilliman. It'd be Robute. Rebute. Unless that, where is he? I just realised it's not in. Alphabetical. That's pretty odd. That's. Oh, he's right at big on. So. He's not called Mikey, he's called Pedantic Arsehole. That's true. That's literally me. Rebute Gwillyman is actually pronounced Rebute Gilman. So it's not even man, it's mun. Says it right here, look at that. Can you see? Rebute Gilliman. It's not Gilliman, it's Gilliman. Now you know. This is actually quite fun because I know the Games Workshop, they have like a black book of like how to pronounce things. And it's essentially that, which is quite funny. But I thought that was cool. I thought it was pretty sick. you know? I thought it was pretty sick. It was pretty fun. Anyway, let me tell you that. Let me tell everyone that I've gone live. And I've realised I need to do something because I don't have the points handy. Let me find it in a second. Chat new Necrons. And points. I just need to quickly sort it. But how are you doing, chat? How are we doing well? Are we doing well? Are we doing great? Are we having a wonderful time? Have you seen the new store anniversary minis? Just a shame that a lot of the content in the book is out of date already. Well, is it out of date or is it just like older? You know what I mean? You know, it's one of them. Papaya, thank you for the 5 gifted. Speaking of chat, we're going to be talking all about Necrons tonight. Papaya, thank you so much for the 5 gifted, dude. I really appreciate it. At the end of this month, on the 31st, or whenever we decide it will, the last stream of the month usually, we'll be giving away a NIGHTBRINGER, the new one, which is on pre-order this Saturday. So shout out to the Outpost, and by that I mean I need to contact the Outpost, make sure we get them reserved. We're going to be giving away a NIGHTBRINGER at the end of this month. If we get 100 members or 100 gifted, we'll be giving away Titus as well. As always, we'll be taking 10 names from the list of names from everyone who super chats, donates, becomes a member, resubs. Speaking of Angron, thank you for the 27 months, dude. Really appreciate it. We're taking everybody's name. And then at the end of the month, we'll take everyone who's currently a member. Outside of gifted to you. If you're gifted, you're not in. We'll take everybody who's a member, put them in a wheel, and we'll take out 10 names, and they'll put those 10 names into a marbles race, and then we'll race for the win. We just gave away an Iron Halo Strike Force, the Space Marine Christmas box, to Justice, and the month before, we gave away the Terminator box set to NIGHTBRINGER. I'm gonna start forgetting who's winning because we're giving away so much stuff, but I do appreciate you. We've had Papaya Pariah with the 5 gifted, so thank you for the 5. Really appreciate it. There's 4. There's 5. Thank you to Angron for the resub. Jakey, thank you for the 3 years. Jakey, thank you for the 3 years and the tip about getting the refund. Hell yeah, dude, we did it. We did it. Thank you so much, Jake. We scammed Amazon today. Shout out to us. We also had Marty Marv before the stream started. Shout out to Marty Marv for the 44 months. And Datsundes, thank you for the 47 months before the stream started as well. So if you'd like to be in to win a NIGHTBRINGER, the Knight Catan Shard of the NIGHTBRINGER, you know, the new one, this bad boy, we're giving away this one, not the Fancast one. We're giving away the plastic one, okay? I only painted 1 Terminator on that box. So if you'd like to win, and then if we get to, we're at 36, if we get to 100, we're giving away Titus. All right, there we go. Okay, I never got to, I never got to the thing. Wait for it. I can tell you that Games Workshop very kindly sent me the 500 Worlds rules. I can talk to you about Necrons today. So that's what we're going to do after Hungry Bear gifts 5. Thank you so much, mate. Really appreciate you. Hungry Bertie, that's me. Thank you for the 5, dude. Really appreciate it. What's that 5? What's it for 5? Thank you. And Monstallion! Dude, thank you so much. Chat, we might hit the 100 today. We're at 42. That's not that many. Here, we just need to get to here. We'll fill it. We'll do a little fill. We'll do like a little bit of blue. You know what I mean? Bold. Nailed it. Thank you, Monstallion. Let me get the 5 in, not 1. I'm concentrating, I promise. There's 5. Monstallion, thank you so much for the 5 gifted. Hungry Bit, thank you for the 5 gifted. Papaya Pariah as well. Thank you for the 5. That's really generous, guys. I really appreciate it. I know that's a lot of money. I know it's January, so everyone's fucking skint, and I'm here like, please give me money. But thank you to Trolley Cleaner for the 42 months. Really appreciate it. The Necrosor personalization was super tasty. Thank you, dude. I've been painting them up. We're getting them ready for the release with the new Necrons. I'm excited about it. Right, let me tell you about Necrons. Wait for it. Let me tell you about Necron specifically. Okay, we can talk about the Nightbringer, and we can talk about Nekrosor, all right? I just can't remember what the points were off the top of my head. Last time I looked, but because I was on the phone. All right, let me just quickly write this down so I don't forget. NB. NB, that's a good one.
Gifted member.
And then we can talk about him. We can talk about the other one. Can't talk about that. Can't talk about that. We can talk about that guy. There we go. We got it, chat. We did it. The Nightbringer really brings the boys to the yard. He does. I don't know how he gave me a gift when I wasn't even watching. It's because you're a regular viewer, Patrick. That's why. I was really excited. I just took my drink all down myself. This stream has gone to shit. I scammed Amazon and it's gone to shit. Right. Are you having a bar out with the new Necron soon? We should be. Yeah, we should be. Chat, did you see the new models today? Thank you, Charlie. Appreciate you. Thank you so much for the gift and everyone. I really appreciate it. If you want to support the channel, be like those guys. Did you see the new models today? They released a new Eldar and Dark Eldar miniature and the rules for Necrons. Can you believe? Can you believe, chat? Look at this fucking Eldar, dude. Oh my, look at this Autark. Look at this Autark. Oh, that's a nice Autark. Is he on the right base, though? I thought he'd be on a 40. This is definitely a 32. I thought the one on foot was on a 40. But also a drukhari. Well, obviously, gorgeous. Obviously, a drukhari miniature as well, as you can see. Wow. Look at that drukhari miniature. Look at that new, what do you call him? Oh my god, I forgot. Archon. There it is. Autarks are all 32s. Ah, okay. Look at this new Archon. Wow, beautiful. Alright, let's do the big one. New Nekrosor and new... Oh, wait, is this just a... No, new Nekrosor and new Nightbringer rules. Okay. Isn't that a vampire? Yeah, the joke is that every vampire model's been converted into an Archon. You know? You're telling me you've never seen an Archon converted from a vampire mini? Alright, let's have a look at these rules. And I just want to say, I was like, obviously we talked about Titus on Friday. It's not that I haven't spoke about him, it's just because I streamed on Friday. And I was like, I was watching people get so angry at these rules for Titus, because obviously he will never ever die, right? Reddit will say he'll never ever die. And then even Bricky, I love Bricky, I think he's great. But that video he put out complaining about Titus never dying was one of the most dumb videos I've watched all year. We're only 5 days in. It's like up there. It's in my top 10 worst videos I've watched. I watch a lot of YouTube. But for people who think that Titus will never die, will never ever die, just because he can get back up if he fights on death and kill something. People going crazy about it, forgetting that, and then I like I said, Bricky, love Bricky, I think he's great. He annoyed me because he was like, people are saying you can just shoot him to death, but how do you shoot him when he's in a unit? How does he fight on death when he's in a unit, Bricky? That's the question you gotta ask yourself. How does he fight on death and then get back up in a unit if he's in a unit? When he dies and gets back up on no more than 3 wounds, does have a feel no pain, granted. When he gets back up and he's on no more than 3 wounds, you bolter him to death. You know? And the only time he dies in combat and then gets back up on a 2+ and then fights on death is when you fight him. He can't fight again. If he charges you and fights once, he's kind of probably stood there, probably in a position where you could probably shoot him. Oh, it annoyed me so much. It annoyed me so much just watching people get angry about Titus. Titus is very good. I do think 9 points is too cheap. Is he the most broken character in the game ever because he can get back up infinitely? No. If you let him get back up infinitely, you are playing Warhammer really bad because you're allowing this unit that you've charged to keep killing you in combat. Stop letting that happen. Shoot him with a bolter that's 2 damage. He's probably already dead. If he's not already dead, shoot him with a few more bolters. You know what I mean? Shoot him with half decent shooting, like a couple of storm bolters. He'll probably fall over because he's a fucking space marine with a 3+ armor save. Granted, 5+ feel no pain. But he has no more than 3 wounds at the time. That's if he rolls well. It just made me laugh so much. Thankfully, 4+5+4 is storm bolters. How many? Were you shooting 1 bolter at him? 1? Shoot like 3. But my grot only army bro, I'll never kill him. True. Thankfully, Games Workshop are hot off the heels of making the most broken character in the game, inverted commas, because it's not actually that broken. I have to make it obvious because I'm on a YouTube video. They've also brought out Nekrosor Ementar, which is the new guy, the new destroyer guy. He's a very cool model. Very excited to get hold of him. Mate, grots have grenades. So even dies to grots. Throw 1 grenade straight in, Titan dies. Anyway, Ementar has all of the rules all of the time. He has so many rules, and I will tell you how many points he is once we've discussed his actual rules. I have the points for Nekrosor, so don't go anywhere. It's the only thing I've got, because Games Workshop don't let me have anything anymore, all right? They've let me have the rules. We have all of it. We've got lone operative. We've got aura abilities. We've got extra attacks. We've got sustained. The only thing we don't have is devastating wounds. That's all we're missing, which is very funny. Now, this is a shoo-in for a Canoptek spider, which is obviously going to be a lot cheaper. But this is much better than a Canoptek spider, all right? He must be 200 plus, surely. No. No, he is not 200 plus. He is less. There's your spoiler. There's your spoiler. Keep watching. I will tell you exactly how much he is. However, we have Nekrosor. He's very, very good. He's very, very, very good, okay? He has Deep Strike and Fight First, which is core abilities, which are obviously... Deep Strike is fine. He moves 10. He doesn't really need it. Fight First. He has 12 attacks with sustained. 12 attacks. If he's 140, someone's getting done in. I'll tell you in a minute. Have a guess, chat. If someone gets it right, I'll give you 10 internet points. Have a guess how many points he's less than 200, okay? There's your other guess. I'm not going to do higher. He's less than 200. So, Fight First is obviously really good because he's actually extremely choppy. He's on the Unmaker Gauntlet, which is amazing. 6 attacks with sustained, you know. Because obviously he has his own aura buff, which is going to be great. Strength 10, -3 damage. That is a really good profile. Necrons don't have many good combat units. They have the Silent King. They do have Scorpec, but they're too flimsy. But then they have this guy, you know. I don't know what base size he's on, but like probably an 80mm base, I reckon. He's a bit of a monster, and he can kind of cover a lot of the battlefield, which is really nice. He's obviously got the blade tails and whip coils, which is nice. You know what I mean? He's just like a few extra attacks. The big one is the big one. You know what I mean? The Unmaker Gauntlet. Now, he also, while friendly Necros unit is within 6 inches of the bearer, models in that unit have a 5+ feel no pain against mortal wounds and psychic attacks. I think this is identical to the Nullstone or the whatever the Canoptek spider has. Spencer, what do you have? What do you have now? It's called the Gloom Prison. Friendly Necron units within 6 inches of the bearer have 5+ feel no pain against mortals and psychic attacks. It's exactly the same. So one Canoptek spider is 75 points, right? And the most of the reason you take it is because of this aura. And if it can give out a feel no pain, granted. But he has this aura as well, which is quite nice. Now he has shooting, ignores cover, pistol, and sustain 2. Obviously that's pretty good. It's pretty nice shooting, but you're not really taking him for the shooting. You're taking him for the 5,000 abilities he comes with. Deep strike, fight first. Really, really good. Okay. So if you charge him with Titus, right, you will kill Titus, and Titus will attempt to get back up if he manages to kill him on a 2+, and then manages to roll to hit a wound. Now, I think Nekrosor is infantry. He is infantry, so he's massive. So Titus, the most broken character in the game, clearly, can actually kill him on 2s. Anyway, he's got lone operative within 3 inches of destroyer cult. Now, obviously, it's a little bit more limited to like a demon prince, but that is really good. You can take like a 50-point heavy destroyer. Chat, did I tell you just put 3 heavy destroyers, by the way? You can put him next to a 50-point heavy destroyer. He's got lone operative, you know what I mean? You can put him out a bit further, a bit more in danger, because you can only target him within 12, whilst that locust destroyer is behind the wall, you know? You can put him near Ophidians. They can obviously deep strike, and they can like go up, do up, down, so you can protect him quite easily. You can put him next to like normal destroyers. Scorpec, if you want to run him with Scorpec, that could be pretty fun. Great rule. Great rule. We also have Infectious Murder Madness. 9th edition. Welcome home, you know. We have 6-inch auras for some reason, because he's a lone operative. He can't attach to units, as far as I'm aware. No, he can't attach to units, so they gave him a 6-inch aura like 9th edition, okay? While a friendly Necrons unit, excluding Titanic, is within 6 inches of this model, each time a model in that unit makes an attack, if that model has a Destroy Cult keyword, or you are targeting the closest eligible target. So it affects everybody, you know? It affects everybody, which is really good. But obviously, unless you're a destroyer, you've got to target the closest one to get the buff. But if you're a destroyer, it doesn't matter. So your long-range destroyers can shoot what they want. You know, they can do whatever. While you're within 6 inches of Nekrosor, you get sustained hits if you target the closest or your destroyer. Which obviously means in combat, he's going to get sustained. His pistol already has sustained too, so his shooting doesn't matter. You know. Doomsday Arcs have sustained as long as they shoot the closest target, you know. The Silent King with his little crazy laser guns has sustained. And then obviously everything in combat will have sustained whilst they're within 6. Because like I said, it's Destroyer explicitly or a unit that is targeting the closest. So it does affect everybody. Just Destroyers have a bit more free reign because they just get sustained on everything. Yeah, Doomsday Arcs with their like rapid fire they get sustained now, but also the laser cannon, which has dev wounds, will have sustained as long as they're targeting the closest thing, which usually they are because they're long range, so they're trying to poke out and get a little sliver of something. That's really fucking good. That's really, really good. That's a really good ability. Okay. Now, each time this model destroys an enemy unit, oh, Justice, the hex mark he stand next to are both lone operative. Yo, that's so true. Thank you, Justice. This is why I like doing these things live. The hex mark destroyer, you can do the Lucius Demon Prince thing because you can take the hex mark destroyer, which is how many points? This is funny. Hex mark. The hex mark destroyer is 75 points. All right. He's the guy, this guy with all the pistols. You remember him? You know what keywords he has? He's the Destroyer Cult model, clearly. So now you can take a 75-point model who has Lone Operative and give this guy Lone Operative. So now you have 2 independent characters that are Lone Operative that are giving out auras, and the Hexmark is obviously, the Hexmark is a great little unit. Thank you, Justice, for pointing out the Hexmark was a Destroyer, because I completely forgot about him. Because he's literally called the Hexmark Destroyer. Everyone just calls him the Hexmark. So obviously, he's going to be getting sustained as well. Does he have sustained already? He doesn't have sustained, but he does have 6 pistol shots. And he's got his free Overwatch on 2+. He's got his shoot back, etc. So if he targets something within 3 of him, the Hexmark can shoot it. So you can have like the Hexmark shooting back for people trying to shoot the Nekrosor. That's pretty funny. Alright. We've got Prophet of Destruction. Each time a model destroys an enemy unit, select one of the friendly Destroyer Cult unit within 9, which could be a Hexmark Destroyer. Until the end of the phase, each time a model in that unit makes an attack, reroll a wound roll of 1. So Prophet of Destruction is like It's a little bit more limited, but the chances of this guy killing something in combat is extremely high. I would say the chance of him killing something in combat is extremely high. He's quite tough. He's got a 4+ but he doesn't have a feel no pain. But he's T8 with 9 wounds and he's OC 3. So he moves 10. So he's pretty good. I think he slots into most armies just because of the fact that he gives out sustained. He has the feel no pain against mortals and psychic attacks within 6, which is great. And he has lone operative. And he's just like a really good combat monster. This is a great unit. Did anyone get his points right? Let's have a look. Did anyone get his points? We're going to give 10 internet points to... Oh, one person got it. Only one. Metek the Painter, same as Zeras, because that's how you pronounce it. Same as Zeras, 165. Ding, ding, ding. He's going to give you... He's going to be going up currently at 165 points. You know? 165 points as of the time of this bit releasing. It is kind of like the beta points. It might change between now and when it actually releases in the faction pack. But Games Workshop very kindly sent me a preview of the points that they were planning on putting him out as. So 165, which I think is actually extremely cheap. I think that's actually extremely cheap for this type of like combat monster. Plus all of the abilities he has. For Necrons, he feels insanely cheap. In terms of, like, the game meta, pretty cheap. You know what I mean? He is an epic hero. You can only take one. Nekrosor is a title, but you don't remember what it was. That's the lore narrative for it. Nekrosor is the title of him, and his name is a mentor, but they don't remember what the title means. But yeah, that's a lot of abilities for 165 points, I would say. A lot of abilities. There's a lot going on with this character. Like I said, everything's getting sustained. He's got the extra load. He's got 12 attacks in combat, all with sustained as well. Even the extra attacks will get sustained as well, as far as I'm aware. I know extra attacks sometimes can't be affected by shit, but you can revive him in Awakened Dynasty. Yes, I think so. I don't think that's limited to like non-epic heroes, is it? Awakened Dynasty stratagems. We have Conquering Tyrant, is it? No, it's Undying Legions. Yeah, your opponent's shooting phase or fight phase. Just how many units resolve the attacks. One Necron's unit has had one or more model destroyed. You activate reanimation protocols and reanimates D3 or D3 plus 1 if it was a Necron's character leading the unit. So it will get back up on D3. He is an infantry and it doesn't matter. It's just a character anyway. Eternal Guardian. There isn't one for Eternal Guardian. There's Eternal Revenant. Oh, wait. Yeah, I'm an idiot. Eternal Revenant. Any phase, one Necron's infantry character. Yeah, you're right. At the end of the phase, set your model back up on the battlefield as close as possible with half its starting wounds remaining. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. Yeah, I was looking at just reanimation, so you can heal him. And then you can gain back up on half wounds. But then obviously when he gets back up on half wounds, he'll then reanimate. So he's actually on half plus D3. So he's probably on like... Going to be on like what? 6, 7? Chat? Is he going to be on 6, 7 wounds? Probably. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I'm looking forward to getting my hands on this one. I would love to have painted one for a preview. Alas, it was not meant to be. So that's pretty fucking beast. That's pretty fucking beast, honestly. You can't heal him. I think the heal is triggered by a model being destroyed. No, but he'll reanimate in the next turn, right? So he's very exciting. He's very exciting. Obviously, we've got some new detachments on the way out sometime soon. At the very earliest, or the very latest, Saturday, we'll know what's going on. Because they've actually already announced what detachments are coming. Where is it? Where is it? Necron detachments. 6 standard, 16 plus extra rules, 2 new detachments. That's for Dread Incursions. Titus detachments. Space Marines are granted Orbital Assault Force, Bastion Task Force, and Reclamation Force, while the Necrons get Pantheon of Woe, Cursed Legion, and Cryptek Conclave. So, is Cursed Legion talking about destroyers? Maybe. It is called the Destroyer Curse, after all. That would make a lot of sense. We still have to guess his points. We don't, because I said there was 165. Yeah, Nekrosor's 165, dude. As it stands, according to Games Workshop, subject to change between now and release. I can't say if they will. Every time they've asked me to say that, they haven't. but you know, they might change it between now and when it comes out. But yeah, they've told me 165 points so far. All day, staple. Suddenly staple. Now, the other thing that they've talked about today, which I also have the points for, so don't worry. Do not worry, we got it. Why aren't you opening? Sorry. Do we know his base size? No. If I had to guess, 80 mil. If we had to guess, 80. So we also have the Catan Shard of the Nightbringer, who has changed in points as well. But the Catan Shard has new rules. And by new, I mean he's had a little nerf, but he's gained some other stuff. So it's a bit of a funky one. Now, as it stands, the Nightbringer, on a 40 mil base, moving 6, is 305 points. So it's pretty, you know, it's pretty expensive. But he currently, as it stands, he's half damage, he's feeling no pain, he's deadly demise, he's doing his drain life ability, he's doing his shooting, etc. You know, he's pretty beast. You know what I mean? He's pretty beast. Now, he's moving, he will move now 10. Okay, he's still tier 11. He actually has a 3+ armor save, which is actually a really nice change against low level weapons. If you'd be able to get behind cover and stuff, you might even get a better save on him, you know? You're going to have, if he's behind cover, you're going to have to get AP2 on him to be able to push him to that 4+ save rather than a 3+. Because before he had a 4+ armor save. I think this is probably like one of the underrated changes that I don't see many people talking about. The 3+ armor save is huge. You know, like I said, being able to get a 3+ save instead of 4+ against a bunch of weapons is going to be really handy. The big one is he's gained 4 wounds as well. So he's 16 wounds instead of 12. Now he will... I guess he won't ignore me. Even though he's 16 wounds, he doesn't degrade still. Which is obviously also pretty beast. You know? 16 wounds, no degrade. So no -1 to hit, no like less OC or anything like that. Speaking of OC4. The main change to his ranged weapon is he's gained an AP. So Gaze of Death is AP3 now, which is obviously pretty good. His melee weapons are identical, so they've not changed at all. He's got the same amount of attack, same damage, same everything. Obviously, the big elephant in the room is Necrodermis. The big elephant is Necrodermis, which was previously half damage. It's now only -1 damage. So I think they realized that by putting him on a bigger base, you know, making him massive, making him move faster and giving him extra wounds, half damage is pretty toxic. So he is going down to only -1 damage. And they've already said in this article that the other Catan shards are going to have similar rule follow. So I think that we should expect all of their movement buffs. We should expect wounds buff. We should also expect -1 damage instead, which I think is fine. I think it's fine. I think the Nightbringer is... I don't mean this is like the players playing them. I think the Nightbringer is a pretty toxic model on the day. I think all the Catans are pretty toxic because of that half damage. Because they are just so obnoxious to get rid of. I think -1 damage is really good. It's mostly the same against a lot of weapons. It's only when you start getting up to like damage 4 or above that it's like less bad. Because you still have a feeling of pain. Half damage and a 5-up feeling of pain is pretty brutal. So more wounds but only -1 damage. I think it's a fair trade-off, to be honest. He still has drain life, so that's exactly the same. It's not changed otherwise. The other thing he's gained is his deep strike. So deep strike's pretty fun. Obviously, we know rapid ingress is one of the best stratagems in the game. So being able to put him in reserve is going to be really nice. He's obviously just going to be on quite a large base, so it might be a bit more difficult to do. But instead of like moving him to the middle of the boards like 6 inches or advancing him turn 1, now you might be able to like advance him quite far because he's natural move 10, so average move 13 on turn 1 rather than average move of 9 with an advance. Or you could deep strike him, rapid ingress, do all those things. He moves 10, he's got fly, etc. Armies like Blood Angels, -1 is just half damage to them. Yeah, that's obviously, yeah, against like a lot of the game's combat is 2 damage. A lot of shooting is 2 or 3 damage. So the half damage isn't actually, it's only really against like las cannons and stuff like that. Las cannons and melter guns that is actually going to like start like really feeling it. And yeah, he synergizes with Hypercrypt really well. Now, the downside is because even though it feels like a nerf because of the minus damage instead of half damage, he has extra movement, he has more wounds. He's going to be up to 315 points. He's going up 10 points, which I think is perfectly reasonable for the Nightbringer because of the buffed profile. Because I do think I would prefer a Nightbringer to move 10 with 16 wounds rather than moving 6 and half damage, you know. I would rather him, he's still got the damage, he still reduces damage, which is really good. But having the deep strike, having the movement, having the extra wounds, having the save, becoming -1 damage for 10 points, I think he's like, fine, you know. I'm not mad at that whatsoever. I'm really happy about that, actually. So much so, it actually makes you want to get one. Because before, you can kind of give up, like, you know, you can kind of like, it's a bit whatever. It is good. But now it's like, it moves 10, it's quite quick, you know. If he failed 6 invulns against D6 damage weapons, the average damage is now 16 before feeling pain, instead of 12. The extra wounds balance that. I wonder if that's why they've just given him 4 extra wounds. You know what I mean? I wonder if that's why I've given him 4 extra wounds, because they just went, on average, he's going to take 4 more damage. So we'll, like, you know, we'll let those spikes deal with themselves, you know, high spikes or low spikes. So yeah, for 315 is the new point to the Nightbringer. As it stands, again, subject to change between now and when Games Watch launch them. It's something like 20 to 30 last cannon shots to kill him, not hits, no hit shots. Yeah, depending on who's shooting, obviously. With Fear No Pain, it's mathematically equivalent to be wounds was 12 to 18. It's now 16 to 24. Yeah, so he is better. It's just obviously the half damage makes you think, oh my god, he's so much worse. But I think -1 damage is fine. So 2 excellent units coming for Necrons. Like we've already said, there are new detachments coming. This isn't a leak, because if you just know your English language, you can work out what this is. Because they're getting a detachment called the Pantheon of Woe. Now, woe, famously, means bad. You know? Great sorrow or distress, often used hyperbolically. And Pantheon usually refers to a bunch of gods. Now, if we've got a bunch of gods that cause distress, I think we can work out that we might have a detachment based around Catan shards coming soon. As of this weekend. You know? That's what that is telling me. If we can kind of, the names of the detachments give away a lot. You know what I mean? So Pantheon of Woe, evil gods. Gods that make me sad. And guess what? Necrons are quite sad about those gods. That's why they blew them up. And now they use them like Pokemon. We've got Cursed Legion. We've got Destroyer Cursed Legion detachment. And then Cryptek Conclave. I wonder what that's about. I wonder if that's going to be like a better Cryptek detachment where you're not going to like hold the middle to make the shadow of the Cryptex in the middle. So I think the Necron ones are pretty self-explanatory of what they're focused around. I'm excited to see what they do. Maybe we'll see what they do, and maybe we'll cover it on a live stream. Maybe. I would be watching all of Hellstorm Wargaming's live streams this week, especially on the Wednesday mornings. I love Wednesday streams. They're so chill. We start at 10:30. And Games Workshop usually love to drop balanced data slates at 10:30 on a Wednesday. So I'll leave that information with you. So it was fun. It was cool. We also have the Space Marine ones. Orbital Assault Force, Bastion Task Force, and Reclamation Force. So I don't know what this means. I don't know what these two mean. Orbital Assault Force is obviously referring to some sort of deep striking detachment. Whether that's focused on like drop pods. It could be focused on jump pack units. We obviously don't know anything about that yet. But I think these ones, I think they've given themselves up with these names. You know what I mean? There is no like, they're just really obvious what they are. I'm excited to see what the Catan Shard one might be, if it is about the gods. Believe they did say that will be available on Warcom. Yes, they are going to be available on Warcom. That's the thing that people keep bringing up. Is that if you play the game and don't care about the lore, and don't care about War on Vespertor Front, and don't care about Dread Incursions, and you don't care about this lore book that does have a box Dreadnought and old Space Marines on, which I like the look of, to play all of the competitive meta rules, the things that you care about if you're playing Comp 40k like me, are all free. They're all going to be free. You don't actually need to buy this book. I think they decided that a 16-page booklet with some detachments in isn't worth charging customers for. So they're actually just putting them out free, which I think is really cool. I think that's really good. I think we should actively praise them in this instance, because they are just putting all of the rules out from this book for like matched play free. They're not charging. You don't have to buy it. Because we've already got the Nekrosor rules. We've already got the Nightbringer rules. We've already got Titus and his old pals rules. We already have the points, because I've been able to tell you. But the points are obviously going to be free. And they said all the detachments are going to be free in the app. They haven't said when, but you know, I'm sure you can work it out. So that's really cool. It's a really nice book. It looks really cool. Like I said, I don't think it's worth buying just for detachments, so fair play that they're all free. But if you're interested in reading about what's going on in the 500 worlds for this narrative expansion, then great. You can use my link, !Outpost, to do all your pre-ordering and get everything at 20% off while supporting me at the same time. So if you wanted to do that, you can use !Outpost in chat. Or there is always a link in our Discord if you haven't joined already. And there's affiliate links here, as you can see. Yeah, there's all these links about all the stuff Hellstorm is powered. Remember when they used to charge for points as well? I know. Can you believe? Embarrassing. So they're also releasing the heads this weekend. So female Space Marines are coming out. God, it's too low. What else we got? The battalion. Okay, fine. Oh, look, a Hexmark Destroyer. How convenient. Destroyer Cult Dice. That's fun. A book. Haven't they finished with the Siege of Terror? Is this a re-release? There's a lot of books coming out this week. Fuck me! How many books, bro? Anyway, let's have a look at, like, what was, like, the most recent big tournament that had Necrons do well. I wonder if they were running... I doubt they were even running the Nightbringer, but I wonder if this is, like, a shoe-in. You know? I think these guys just become... I think for the points he is, like, as it stands currently, I think he's, like, an auto-take, surely. 165 for how much he does? He's got so many rules. He's got so many rules. That's the one thing that threw me about this, because Necrons are famously, we don't die, we don't do much else. You know what I mean? We don't die, we don't do much else. Destroyers get to reroll hits. But he's so good because of how much he can do. Nekrosor is so cool. He is cool. He's so beast. He's so beast. I love the Nightbringer as well. It's just such a, like a... It's such a faithful remake, don't you think? That's what I like about it. It's such a faithful remake. It's like taking it into like the new vibe of like the hex cloak, you know what I mean? And then like he had scarabs on his base anyway, but then like the scarabs kind of like being part of the model, kind of like holding him down, is pretty fun, and they're just really nice. I'll break the scythe 5 minutes after putting him on the table, as is tradition. Speaking of the Nightbringer, chat, there was a generational Reddit comment I saw earlier. I'm going to bring it up. There was a generational Reddit comment about the Nightbringer earlier, and it was so good. It was so good. How do you look at liked comments? Oh, there it is. Wait, I definitely upvoted it. Oh, I think that's just posts. Oh, I don't have it. My most recent upvoted thing is the 4 horsemen of apocalypse of the motorway. So r/UK trucking. Sure. Let me just go find it. It was to do with Necrons, to do with the Nightbringer. Let me see if I can find it. Was it r/Necron here? I think it was this one. This post called "Using Old Nightbringer Model." You know, I should be able to use the Nightbringer old model, right? Given I'll get myself an 80mm base, but do I need to adjust the height and width as well? Any comments or opinions are appreciated. Which, you know, for fuck's sake, dude. Like, come on now. You want to continue using this when this exists, and you're just going to put it on 80mm base and call it a day? But the top comment, bro. The top comment is, like I said, it's generational. It says, Super Sky Bro. I have watched for years as this subreddit devolved into an insanity deeper than any flare virus. Over the need to proxy the devastator of the old Nightbringer models, I've seen kit bashes of such artistic magnitude it rivals the old masters. I have seen inanimate objects compared in maddening mockery simply due to a vague resemblance or general shape close to the original. I have seen Lady Olinda in every state imaginable, all to fit the endless hunger and need for a plastic Nightbringer. And now we have one. A beautiful, magnificent, and glorious updated sculpt that captures the Catan legend of down to the finest detail, now in the palm of our hands. And after all this madness, you want to keep using the original. I did upvote it. I knew it. Oh, so good. What a great comment. It's rare that I see actually good comments on Reddit. This was a good one. This was a good comment for once, bro. How can you see this beautiful model and go, yeah, I'm gonna continue using the old one because I bought it 50 years ago and it's all broken and stuff. It's on the wrong base, but I'll stick it on 80mm or whatever, and it'll be fine, right? I don't need to make it bigger or taller or wider or whatever, do I? I can just use the old one, right? And then the other comment is like, fucking yeah, go for it. There was one that was just like, yeah, any and all models are legit usable. The original death killer for the orcs was, I shit you not, a paper cutout. It's still legal. No, it's not. No, it's not. Shut up. You're just wrong, bro. It's not legal to use a death killer because it's not even a death killer. It was a killer can. And it is a paper cutout, which isn't legal anymore because it was from 40 years ago. Just make a new Nightbringer. Print one big enough. God. I was just like, fucking, what a beautiful comment. What a time. What a time to read Reddit. Anyway, I want to see what Reddit said about Nekrosor. Because you know it's going to be good. Close to giving up. Excellent. Guys realizing he was there with the paper orc dread released. Yeah, like 40 years ago, bro. If you're playing with friends, who cares about the model? Well, yeah, true. Don't get me wrong. Whenever I talk about like proxies and, you know, like dumb conversions or whatever, like I'm referring to like in a tournament. If you're playing with friends, do what the fuck you want. I use like blue tack and shit, you know, when I play with friends. Let me see if I can find a picture. Because Decknull tried to call me out in the parasocial gang. Shout out to the parasocial gang. Because I was using a fucking rhino covered in blue tack as an emulator. You know? Where was it? It was a while ago. Was this one? It was this one. It was. Right? He's like, he called me like model police or something like that. You know? He called me like model police because I was playing this game with my Midwinter Minis dice. Shout out to Midwinter Minis, love you. You know, playing my little knights into some Chaos Knights, having a great time, you know. There's a painting video for these coming out one day. It's just I haven't finished filming the voiceover. That's the problem, and I keep putting it off. But I'm using Imperial Knights with some Sisters of Battle allies, you know. And, you know, chat, that's an emulator. You know? Chat, that's an emulator, right? What's wrong with that? Nothing. What's wrong with this emulator? It's the right height. It's the right shape. How time flies. Yo, he still flies. Oh, you talking about the Nightbringer? You're watching on a delay. What in the ever-living F is that? It's a rhino with the emulator bit stuck on top. Because, chat, this is a casual game on a Thursday night where you're practicing. This is my, priest guy. You know? What's it called? What's it called? Minotaur Priest. Ministoran Priest, whatever it's called. It doesn't matter. It's a Tuesday night. Do what the fuck you want. Just remember, if I'm saying that like this model's not legal, I'm talking about in an event, because in casual games there's no legality or illegality. You know, you can do what the fuck you want. No one cares. Looks like a certain Marine chapter found some spare parts of the battlefield. Yeah, literally. That is a crime. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's the Thursday night. It's a Thursday night. Do what the fuck you want. I'm literally eating a takeaway. I'm scranning a spice box from Outpost. Shout out to the Outpost for the takeaway. I'm scranning a spice box, right? And I'm rolling dice with a friend. Do what you want. No one cares. In a tournament, though. Fucking deal with it. You're all saying it's a crime, not realising I was actually running 2 immolators, and my other one was a predator. Alright? Shut the fuck up. Do I have another picture? I don't. My other model... My other wagon's a predator, you know what I mean? In all seriousness, I hate how worked up people can get about making sure a model painted to the right scheme for the subfaction, same model, different colour. No, it's so dumb. It's so stupid. Jazz, is it okay if I use my 10mm Legion Imperialis Lyra Rust battle tanks for okay, the loadout is correct, it's just the size. Shut up. Shut it, alright? Shut it. Right, let's have a look what Reddit's got to say about the rules. See if we've missed anything. Old versus new Nightbringer. Gain each strike, +1 save, 4 wounds. Range weapon is 1 AP. Hard damage is -1 damage, 4 movement. I believe he also moves 10. Missed that bit. You can rapid 9 away and get an unfailable charge. That is also true. Mikey says yes. No, I said shut up. No, I specifically said shut up, I think, Nick. Not you, but like. This is all talk about move 10. Death to heart damage, long lead mansion 1. Finally, I can feel a confident killing attack with multiple damage weapons now. Yeah, -1 damage with feel no pain though is still gonna fuck you up. I wish Fulgrim had D6 +2. What does Fulgrim have? Is it D6? Just stick it on a rhino, it'll be fine. Fuck's sake. Fuck's sake, man. You got me there. You got me there, bruv. What was I going to look at? That was it, Fulgrim. What does Fulgrim these days do? Fulgrim, come here. Fulgrim. He's D6 +1. With sustained. God, people are so fucking dumb. I wish Fulgrim did D6 +1, +2. He does D6 +1 already. What are you talking about? And he has sustained and can advance and charge and moves 14. Yeah, you can't fit him everywhere. Fulgrim fucked my dad and it shows. Shut up. See, you read one generational comment, nothing else on Reddit is good enough. No one's talking about... I didn't even think about that. All the shards getting new stat lines is crazy. I didn't even consider... It's not just a Nightbringer who's getting these boosts. The Deceiver, Void Dragon, and Transcendent Catan shards all get some extra movement save wounds and keep them on par with their morbid compatriot. Is the Deceiver gonna move 10 with Deep Strike? Bro, the Deceiver's on a 40mm base. What's the best website to look at rules? Is it 39k.pro? Hello. Where is he? Where is he? Bro, the Deceiver. I mean, his ability's not great. Redeploy. But like... but like, he's on a 40mm base. You know? He's got his precision anti-character dev wound sheeting. And then he's got golden fists, which are 3 damage and 8 attacks. Is he going to have deep strike and a move 10 and 16 wounds? He's like this big. This guy. This fucking guy is on a move 10. He's on 40mm, bro. That feels so wrong. The Deceiver is desperate for a new model. I love him though. He's the only one until I got the Void Dragon. The only one I've got in my current army. Suddenly everyone would be scared of the Golden Fist. So I don't play Ultramarines on Necrons. 500 Worlds isn't for me. If you don't play Space Marines on Necrons, because it's not said that the detachments are specifically Ultramarines. Otherwise, no. But also, it's just lore book. You don't need to buy it unless you want unless you want the lore out of it, because the rules are going to be free. Necron plays will be all over eBay for him. Yeah, literally. I want the metal one. Chat, if a new one comes out, can I use my old metal one on a 100mm, 80mm base or whatever? You know? Is that alright? New Deceiver model will reveal at the next show. Yeah, there's a show next week, right? Is it next week? Yeah, next week. But for him to get the same buff, I think is a bit wild. But he'll be the last one. It kind of made sense that the Nightbringer and the Deceiver were small because they were like the first ones, right? They've been out since 3rd edition. And then the Void Dragon came out and he's quite big and he only moves 8. It always felt a bit weird. So it kind of felt like he was just like a slight step up from the Nightbringers and stuff, just so it didn't feel out of place. But he's so much bigger. So much bigger. But then for the Deceiver to get the same rules as everyone else feels crazy. I think even the Transcendent Catan is feeling a bit small these days. You know? Because they're only on a 60mm base. But yeah, that one moving 10, 16 wounds or something stupid. It says it's also picked up Deep Strike and has a movement buff stat. It's not just the Nightbringer who's getting these boosts. So I think it's safe to say the Deceiver's getting a boost in movement stat and Deep Strike. All get some extra movement save and wounds, keep them on par. So I guess it's like whether they're all going to have Deep Strike, which I imagine they probably will. Maybe a multi-option Catan. Don't think so. I think they've kind of shot themselves in the foot with the Transcendent Catan, because it's kind of like it's such a hard model to get hold of that if they redid it, they'd be like piss everybody off, because like it's such an expensive model to buy. It's one of those. I was watching Eons of Battle did like the most expensive models or like the worst value models, not mentioning the Transcendent Catan. You know, because you have to spend $200 to get one of these, and you can take 3 because they're not unique. I don't think the Transcendent Catan isn't unique, is it? No, you can take 3. This one already has Deep Strike, so he's just going to move fast and have more wounds. But yeah, if you want to talk about the worst value model in the game, is that you have to buy, to get 3 Catans the official way. To get 3 Catans the official way is to buy 3 obelisks, which are bad. Which are like 400 points and bad. What does the obelisk even do these days? I have an obelisk because I made it. I made the cheapest obelisk known to man because there's like places like Bitsbox, right, that was selling just the walls of the obelisk, right, which is basically all of it, barring these little gribbly bits, this little pipe, and this little shooty off bit, and then the spiky bit here. They were selling it for, I think I got it for like £16. £16. And then I used the movement tray to like make the top and bottom. If you look at like Hellstorm, speed paint, Necrons. Which I always thought was funny. You know? Classic. 5 years ago. There's my one Necron. Do you remember that? Do you remember that one Necron I showed you when I painted it like 10 years ago? That frame rate of that camera is so weird. It's giving 2003 type filming, you know what I mean? But wait. Don't go anywhere, chat. Don't go anywhere. Look. So my obelisk, as you can see, this is on a live stream. It doesn't have the bits on the shooting bits, the Tesla whatever, because I didn't have them. It's got these things, which are from the Wraiths. As the heads of the little Canoptek spider things, they're Triarch Praetorian backs. Right? And then the middle of it, it's just the gun from the Death Ray laser thing. The sphere, Tesla spheres, that's it, yeah. So, like, the Tesla spheres don't have, like, the gun bits, because I'm like, they don't need them. And then the back, the heads, the heads of the Canoptek things is the Triarch Praetorian backs. Because they look like little things with grabbers, you know what I mean? Compared to the official one, it's close, isn't it? It's pretty close. But yeah, then on the top, it's just like random bits and the movement tray. I don't know if I ever show the top or bottom. But I've had that years, dude. I've had that so long. For my first Necron army. Because I couldn't afford it. Because I was like... When I first started playing Necrons, I'd like just got a first full-time job and stuff. But I was like £16 for just like the enclosure. And I'll make the rest. That'll do. And then I've used it 0 times in game since I painted it this colour. I used it in the old scheme because it was really good in 7th edition because it used to kill flies on a 4-up. Anything with fly died. I'm trying to see if you can see the middle. It's just made up of bits, basically. Oh, look at that capillary action, bro. Oh. Oh, it's just Dragon off Nightshade. Can you believe it? A bit of water. Beautiful. One day it'll be busted, and guess what? One day I'll still have it. Because it's not worth anything, because it's a conversion. Oh, you can just see it then. Wait. So, it's just, this is, oh, it's like Gauss guns from something. I think it's from the Triarch Stalker. It's like 2 Gauss guns just spread out. You should just use it because you haven't done so. At least you could say then it's dog water in an informed manner. I mean, yeah, but do I need to prove a point if I already know the answer? You know what I mean? Do I need to prove the point if I already know what the answer is? Do I need to use it in a game to have an informed manner, or can I read the rules and go, this is shit? Oh, it shows a better bit there, look. You can see more of the top, look. So yeah, it's just 4 guns spread out on its movement tray. And then obviously because I've done this sandstone thing, I've covered it in texture so you can't see. But it's the same on the bottom. And the bottom is just a cutout for the flight stand. I think I got the bottom bit as well, which holds the flight stand. I think that was pretty cheap at the time. Ah, classic. It's so good having this video because, like, when I forget how I painted Necrons, I can watch my own video, get my own revenue, and remember how I painted it all. I'll go to the showcase, show the fucking... Look at it. Look, it looks great. I didn't do the base because I couldn't be asked. It looks great there, Chad. Look at that. Look at that stupid obelisk. Look how big it is. The ultimate paint log, yeah. I earn money from looking at my own paint schemes. But when I was redoing some this week, like from a Void Dragon and stuff, it was really convenient. Yeah, it was super convenient just to have access to all of this. I was hoping I had a close up. Oh, there it is. I think that looks great compared to the original. It's only missing a few bits. Like I said, don't have that pipes. It didn't have the heads. They were the main bits. What do the rules do? What were the rules again? Obelisk, the torment. Because I'm fucking tormented me. What's it called? The obelisk? Just called obelisk. Yeah, it's just called obelisk. It is 300 points, which is quite cheap. Why is Trajan not painting the same scheme? Trajan was a gift, and I didn't want to repaint him. Because I repainted everything else. Trajan was a gift, and I was really proud of it. So I didn't want to repaint him. I still have him, that scheme. Like, that Necron Lord there, I literally showed that I repainted him. You know? And I got Chris, who I'm good friends with. Because I showed all these pictures of these death marks the other day. You know what I mean? I showed all these pictures of the death marks the other day, if you remember. But then, like, there's the Necron Lord that I painted really nicely. And then I was covered in fucking terrain paste. I think the other thing as well, it's fine cast, so I didn't want to repaint it. It was a gift. And it was fine cast, so I didn't want to redo it. But the plastic ones, fuck it, we ball. Where were we? Yeah, 300 points for 4 Tesla spheres and armored bulk. Movement 8, so slower than the Nightbringer. T13, 24 wounds. It's pretty funny. Now, his ranged weapons is Tesla sphere, anti-fly 4 up, sustained 2, 6 shots each. So it's obviously a lot of shots, but no AP whatsoever. This thing's 300 points and it doesn't even have AP 1. So again, Space Marines in cover, they'll have a 3 up against like cultists in cover, they'll get a better save against it. And then Armored Bulk is Armored Bulk. And then it has 1 ability. At the start of your opponent's movement phase, you can select 1 enemy unit with an 18 and visible until the end of the turn, halve the move characteristic of advanced charge rolls for that unit. If it can fly until the start of your next movement phase, roll 1d6 each time it ends a normal move, or any time move. On a 4+, it suffers d3 more wins. Like, a cool ability, but it's only 1 unit with an 18 rather than like an aura of like 9 or something like that, because it's 300 points and fucking, it's massive. It's like 4 house bricks taped together. There's 1 unit with an 18, and then there's shooting, which is a lot of shots, but it's no AP, so it barely does anything, and it's only strength 7. If Tesla spheres were like cracked, like let's say like 4 shots, strength 8 -2, 3 damage sustained, you'd be like, holy shit. Holy shit. You know what I mean? Something like that. Like strength 8, strength 10, -2, 3 damage, sustained 1, anti-fly 4 up or something. There's less shots, maybe like 4 shots instead of 6, maybe 3 shots and have 3 of them. 4 of them, sorry. That'd be sick. But no, it's poo. It's literally poo-poo. So I don't think I need to use it in a game to prove that it's shit, because I think you can read the rules and prove it yourself. However, if you want a Catan shard, a Transcendent Catan, that's the only way to technically buy one. That's why this is probably one of the most printed models. And it's on a 32mm base there. That's a 60. That's definitely like a 32mm base. That's pretty funny. But yeah, there it is. It's basically one. It's like 2 pieces, I think. Oh no, it's 1 piece and then 2 bits stick in the back. Hilarious. Probably the most recasted. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. It's an awful model to like deal with, because it's all just like, you know, weird fingers, you know. Very odd. Very, very odd. It's a shame, really. It's like, like I said, the only way you can do it, really, is like printing them. Because, like, why would you buy it? How much is it in real money? £120 to buy. That's crazy. For a box. What's the other one? Tesseract Vault. Because that's the other one it builds, which is quite fun. Don't get me wrong. It's quite fun. But it's one of the most wobbliest models. Because it's just 4 sticks. 4 sticks and some walls. So that one is cool, don't get me wrong, but it's 120 quid. And then it's like, once you've glued it, if you did glue it in like an absolute psychopath, you can't get that boy out. You know, it's not easy to like take in and out. He's locked the fuck in. It was cool when it came out for Apocalypse. Don't get me wrong, it's very sick. It's very cool. And the whole lore behind the idea of like a Tesseract Vault is because essentially, if you don't know, Catan shards are destroyed segments of the Catan, the gods. So the Catan shard of the Nightbringer is absolutely horrific because it is just like a segment of a god, right? It's basically, there's loads of Catan shards of the Nightbringer. There's loads of them. And the whole thing about Catan shards is that they are like living, breathing, they know what's going on, but they're kind of like under control of Necrons. And their whole point is they're trying to become complete again so they can take control. But the Necrons realise that this is probably a really bad idea to like have these Catan shards running around. But in dire straits, we could really do with transcendent Catans, you know, with these things on them to try and control them. These things attached around them, you know. It's like it's supposed to look like a muzzle and a collar for a reason. But a transcendent Catan is basically loads of shards coming together, and it's almost complete. It's on its way to being complete, which is really sick. But then what they've done is they've built these Tesseract vaults to put them in a prison. So when they're really close, really, really close, like edgingly close, you know, they're like edgingly close. They are put into these vaults so to utilize their power, because it just shoots lasers and shit. This one, let's have a look. Like ranged weapons. Oh, it doesn't shoot lasers. Does it have cool abilities? Oh, can you use Catan powers? There you go. Can you use multiple Catan powers instead of normal? It used to shoot crazy lasers. But essentially, the whole point is like, this is like floating around, harnessing the power of the Catan, but also being destroyed at the same time. So this Catan is trying to like maintain it. And then these 8 Canoptech things that are on the outside, these spider things, right? They're like constantly repairing it. The whole point is like, if you can see, there's like bits of like metal falling off. You know? All these bits that are like falling off, it's supposed to represent like the vault is being destroyed by trying to contain the Tesseract Vault. It's not, the necrodermis shit is not strong enough. So they've got 8 Canoptech spiders just constantly fucking typing emails and trying to keep everything together all at the same time to like maintain the Catan shard before it like destroys the box and gets out and then goes and finds its mate to finally release itself. You know what I mean? So you're telling me all that Necron technological progress was in the pursuit of edging their gods? Literally. That's literally what it's about. They just want them to edge. We want to utilize the blue balls, so when they finally release, it explodes all over the enemy. Well, you're not listening? Well, you're not listening, bro? Like, what do you want me to say? What do you want me to say? I feel like that's pretty obvious. It's pretty obvious. Mikey, a lore channel now. Bro, look, I know the lore when I need to. I know the cool lore. I don't know the cringe lore. Like, wow, my daddy hates me and won't tell me what he's doing. Wow. That's cringe. But putting God in a box and the box keeps blowing up and it's falling to bits, but they've got 8 little spiders trying to keep it up. But pretty fun. As per our last email, please don't destroy yourself. Canoptech spider number 7. So if you kill it in game, shouldn't the Catan get free? That would be really cool. You know what I mean? It's a bit like, how many points are they now? Make it another 100 points. Make it 525 points. And then when you killed the vault, the Transcendent Catan disembarks kind of like Canis Rex. You know? That'd be sick. It just disembarks. Canis Rex style. Doesn't count as being destroyed until the Transcendent Catan's destroyed. Then you roll a 1. Yeah, that'd be cool. But the opposing player gets to control it and attack the Necrons to get revenge. Nah, too far. Too far. Too far. Remember when Catan were in charge of the Necrons? Yeah, those are the days. I like the development of the lore, though. And at least it's not just like... They changed a lot of it, but at least the idea of Catan was still the same. They just kind of... They got their own back, which is kind of fun. Which makes sense why there's, like, multiple, like, Nightbringers knocking about and shit like that. It's got a tachyon failsafe that jacks with time if it goes up. Yeah, it jacks them off. The tachyon failsafe is jacking off the Catan shards, right? Is that what we're saying? Is that where we're at? Showing your age there, Lambert. That was about 600 million years ago, literally. Anyway, we'll talk about the Deceiver. That's where we were. Also, Menar makes Scorpex even scarier with additional sustain and reroll 1 to wound. Are Scorpec destroyers any good, chat? Locker's destroyers are going to be buffed by Mentar. With Locker's Lord, you get... Does Locker's Lord let you crit on 5? Ooh! Locker's Lord, the Destroyer Lord, lets you crit on 5s, bro. Oof. So Locker's Lord lets you crits on 5s. And then Locker's Destroyers, which you can attach to, have lethal. Oh, so they're going to have lethal and sustained within 6 of Nekrosor. Ooh. And the target's on the objective, rerolling hits. Rerolling hits with lethal and sustained on 5s. Yikes. Yikes, dude. You have to use the agent model as a cost. Nah, everyone's converted one by now. Everybody and their dog has converted one by now. Oh, bro, that's brutal. This Destroyer detachment better not be cracked, because if not, we're all playing fucking Nekrosor and 6 Locker's Destroyers. Oh, fucking hell, I didn't even consider Locker's Lords attached. How many points are they? 80 points? So 260? We're truly in the end times, aren't we? We're truly at the end of the edition with these sorts of rules coming out. We're truly in the end times again. What's the other lots? What's it? Scorpec Destroyer Lord? As well, in the unit, you have lethal, so they get lethal sustained as well. And then they've got their little plasma sight thing. What enhancements might one put on a Locker's Lord? Obviously, it depends what detachment we're running. If there is a detachment for destroyers, we don't know. What's the destroyer? Don't they have one already? Annihilation Legion, is it called? Each time a destroyer call off play one unit for more army declares a charge. You can reroll a charge roll. If one or more of targets of that charge are below half strength, add one. Each time a destroyer cult model from your hand makes a range attack that targets close to multiple target and one to the armor penetration characteristic. It's fine. Awaken Dynasty! Give stealth when you lock Curse Lord. You don't need that. +1 to hit, so they're hitting on 2s. Or teleport. What GW should do is make flayed ones cracked. Yeah. Who was it? Was it Randomo? Was it Randomo guy? Are you here? Shout out to Randomo guy for pointing out that what was it? The fucking getting second-hand flayed ones was the John Hamm meme. Because I did it. I did it. And then he commented saying the fucking mad lad did it. My 72,000 views on the John Hamm meme. And I got it all wrong. I got it all wrong. I know I already mentioned this before. But like I was supposed to talk about like buying 10 built like buying 10 new Necrons is a waste of money. Buying 10 second hand at retail is a good idea because then you get someone else to build the models. But then I did it wrong. But it's got 70,000 views for some reason. And it got like 30 on Instagram and 30 on TikTok. I got 160,000 views for holding a Necron flayed one. I really don't understand YouTube shorts. I wish I understood them. And then sometimes I feel like I do, and then I'll do something dumb and it won't work. Because I did it like a month ago. And it didn't work. It did really poo. I did the same thing, but I locked in. Look how bad the face is. Like, why does my head turn that much? Where's my head going? It's going to another fucking postcode, you know what I mean? Whereas this one I locked in. I got it. Look at this transition compared. Bang on. Bang on. You never see such a good transition. And it's also a lot shorter, so you have to watch it twice to read it. Cracked. So yeah, shout out to Randomo guy for pointing that out. Necron flayed ones. They're so good as well. They're such a good unit. I played against them in that tournament that I won. Don't know if you knew, chat, but I won a tournament the other week. In Star Shatter? Star Shatter. Each time one only makes an attack, that target uses within range of an objective marker, add 1 to the hit roll. In addition, ranged weapons equipped by vehicles and mounted have assault, whatever. What could you put on Locust Lord here? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Fall back and shoot, 10 points. And ignore cover. That's pretty good. That's pretty fun. But flayed ones get +1 to hit against on objective markers. If they make a melee attack, the target is below half strength. Each successful hit is a crit hit. And they also have sustained. So they get +1 to hit. They hit on 2s. Re-rolling. But then they hit on 2s, but if you attack something that's below half strength, everything is a crit hit. Which basically, 2s to hit is 2 hits. That's wild. And then they're twin links to the re-rolling wounds as well. Can you believe? So 2s to hit is sustained because a crit hit basically means all your hits count as 6. So 2s to crit to get sustained and then twin linked. It's so 5 models can get like on average it's like 36 hits or something. Flesh Hunger works on vehicles, yeah. Yeah, Flesh Hunger works on vehicles, but they're like 120 points. There's 60 points. They're like 10 points, 11 points a model, or what? 12 points a model, sorry. It's just insanely cheap. Yeah, they've only got 1 wound. Yeah, they've only got 4 up save, but they infiltrate, and if they manage to catch you, they're pretty nasty. Does Imhotep affect flay ones anymore? He used to. Because he's like the leader of them. Nah, he doesn't. He used to like let them deep strike or something dumb. He was great. So anyway, I'm excited for new Necron rules. They look fucking dumb. They look absolutely fucking dumb in a good way. You know, I can't wait for the angry YouTube videos saying how broken it is. Yeah, that's the thing. While Necrodermis nerf is sad, you have to admit 10-inch move, 16 wound with half damage would have been bonkers. I think if they kept half damage, they wouldn't have upped the wounds. They might have even reduced the amount of wounds they have. You know, made them like 10 wounds, half damage, move 10. Which I think is fine. Scorpet Lord with a Lord and Emitar is now all the melee boss. Real hits with lethal sustain to devs. Oh, there's less people angry. I was expecting way more angry. Here we go. Yeah, it's talking about Titus. Lol. Let's put controversial first. Controversial. We already read that one. Damn, wish Nekrosor had some sort of filler pain. Literally had every rule already, and you asked for a filler pain. This reads like other Catan will be losing their half damage, which is fair. The increased movement should hopefully mean they aren't being a shot. I don't know why. Why has it been downvoted so much? Why has this comment been downvoted? Are they mad that the other Katana losing half damage and taking it out on this comment? That's what I'll never understand about Reddit. You'll say something, and just because the thing that you said, which is factual, they don't like, they'll downvote you about it. I've never understood that mindset. Um, 6-inch aura, 5++ against Psyche. It's such a kick in the dick for Grey Knights and Thousand Suns. The game really doesn't need more of a way Psychic Cure to feel bad. There's two worthy points for the sustain one, or is going to feel absolutely impressive in a couple of matchups. Yeah, against the... Well, then again, only melee, right? Yeah, Reddit Hivemind, definitely. Jesus Christ, why are we buffing Necro? People are just like so like lost in their own source, aren't they? I can't believe you've buffed this army, you give this army some rules. I can't believe you've done that. How could you? Yeah, most people having a very normal response to it, which is fair. He doesn't have a lot of shooting and psychic attacks. From all the characters, yeah. Yeah, that's true. That is true. And so, Grey Knights have a lot of melee psychic attacks. But it's a bit like... It's only within 6 inches of that guy, which is going to be a staple, don't get me wrong. Currently, the psychic keyword feels like this key will give your opponent more stuff, not you. Yeah, because I think people forget that, like, you're getting all, like, the AP buffs, devastating wounds and stuff like that for being the fact that you're psychic. Not because that's just what the unit would do, and then psychic makes you nerfed. Because if it wasn't psychic, it wouldn't be as strong, you know what I mean? Aren't side cannons psychic? Probably. But it's like... I was more thinking, like, Grey Knight's probably relying more on the melee, you know what I mean? Side cannons are psychic, yeah, so that's going to be pretty brutal, to be fair. So are silencers. Yeah, psychic's such a weird keyword these days. It's such a weird one. Because, like, yeah, a lot of the time it feels like it does fuck all. I don't disagree. And we got a few videos to watch. Shall we knock it out with the gift bearer? Shall we wrap up with gift bearer? Chat, there's a new animation from Gabriel Christian called Gift Bearer, a Warhammer 40... Oh, my internet's died. Squeeze me. There's a new animation, new fan animation from Gabriel Christian. 65,000 views in a week, which is pretty good. It's an unofficial fan-made video. And I thought we could take a look and see what's going on. Don't expect Astartes. Don't say, oh, Astartes is better. That was by someone who's extremely talented. There's not many of those around. But I'm excited to see what this guy's done. It looks pretty fun. It's a bit Christmassy, so we're going to watch it today. This is probably the last day that you can do Christmas stuff. It's called The Gift Bearer.
In the grim darkness of the far future, there is only war. There is only the Red One. Chaos never sleeps. Sanguinara, the sun sacrificed himself. It failed. It fails the sacrifice. Blood is blood. Is blood.
I will say the sound mixing absolutely glorious in these headphones. If you're watching with headphones, let me know what it sounds like to you. But the mixing of the voices there as an audio file, excellent. Great job, mate.
The hunt continues. It continues. Wolves are released. Wolves. The wolves. In the grim darkness of the far future, only war.
A centurion! Let's go. I don't think I've ever seen an animated centurion. That's the first time. That looks amazing, dude. Blood Angel as well. Who's this? Space Wolf? Look at those teeth! Look at those tethers he's got. That looks really good. I imagine it's like a lone wolf or something. This is Gift Bearer, a new animation that came out a week ago. That looks really cool. Really nicely animated, that's for sure.
Yes, son, the ancient war. Come claim your doom on this frozen peak. Oh, the Red One whispers it.
Like I said, this is the last day we can watch because it's Christmas themed. He looks really good. The animation is really, really well done. The sound design is really, really good. You know what I mean? It is banging, literally. Now it needs a wham to start playing. This looks great. What we got? We got some nutcrackers. It's giving Nightmare Before Christmas, this sort of animation style. It's really cool. I like it.
I knows ya. Terminator. The big red one told me about ya. He knows everything.
Go on, say it. Say he knows if you've been naughty or nice. Go on, tell me. Old man orc up the top of the mountain. Tell the Space Wolf Terminator if he knows if you've been naughty or nice.
And I's got prezzies
Fine. Okay, I'll let you off.
just for ya.
Oh. Yo. What the? Oh, this is wonderful. This is so good.
Fang of Ross, you will pay for this, green-skin scum. But you ain't here for revenge, Wolf. You want this? Xenos, fool. That relic corrupts all it touches, like the warp's own curse.
Don't touch the snow globe, please. Please don't touch the snow globe. Horrors! Horrors, don't touch the snow globe, bro.
Corrupts? Nah. It makes these little pests dance and crump. Look at 'em, dancing for the holidays. They are just a fungus. You don't understand, you stupid beast. It's a plague from the
He sounds like Darth Vader, but in like the nicest way possible. The nicest way possible, it sounds like Darth Vader, and it really works. Chasing secretly has a bow stuck inside a snow globe. Yeah, it's like another snow globe. It's like the end of Men in Black. You know what I mean? Where everyone's a marble in the galaxy. There's just like snow globes and snow globes, and it's all trazing.
void. Plague. Sounds like the best toy ever. The red one's gift for naughty boys like ya. Fools don't play with toys. We hunt, and I just found my prey. Then hunt me a mangy wolf.
Honestly, when I saw this isn't anything what I expected, and I'm really glad I dropped on it. This is really good. This is really fun. Yeah. It's like Small Soldiers. Remember that one?
Yes. Dance for me little gubbos. Twirls and spins like the red one's puppets. More dancing, more dying.
My only criticism is that the orcs accent isn't South London enough. That is my only criticism. You know, they're supposed to be hooligans, and he's talking quite slow and quite like subtle tones. It's not mandem enough for me. That's gonna be my only complaint, because everything else wonderful.
You're strong, wolf. Stronger than I thought.
Is that she beat up some tall soldiers. You know what I mean?
Barking dogs don't always bite hard. sparks.
This looks sick. This is really well done. Oh. That was really weird. It kind of feels like we just rewound, do you know what I mean? With the dong and then just back to fighting. That's weird. Waggy bumper clock. I know, that's what I mean. It needs a bit more, it needs a bit more South London, you know what I mean? Bit more accent, bit more dickhead, you know? More Danny Dyer, yeah. It's him! I was hoping we were just going to smack him in the head. I like how he put his shield and axe down to be like, let's have a true, you know, manly hand-to-hand combat. First thing he does is try to fire off a storm bolter and then immediately picks up a rock. Go on, let's be having you like the good old days. Fist hand-to-hand combat. Bang, 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 bang. Go on, Captain America him. Go on. Not quite. Fuck me. That's metal. That's metal as fuck. That's really good. Oh. Minecraft rock noise. I have that sound downloaded as well. The globe. It corrupts all. It corrupts all, chat. What's down there? Oh, he didn't pick up the snow globe. Has he got a power fist now? Wait a minute, what? Again, the sound design really well done. Wow. How did that get there? Oh, that was fun. That was really fun. Well done, Gabriel. Well done, Gabriel Christian. That was really fucking good. The music was really good. The voices were pretty good. The sound design was really good. I was just put out for free a week ago. You know? That was it. Now, I did realise that this guy's done a few. I'll share a link. Make sure you go subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. That was really good. I really enjoyed that. That was really fun. You know what I mean? It was like, because it was Christmas themed, which I thought was really sick. That's like Like, I've seen a lot of Warhammer animations. Not all of them are well done, but also none of them are Christmas themed. That's really cool. I think it's one of the most popular. Oh, wait, not quite. The Awakening. 50. How have I watched? I've not watched this. I don't know. I don't think I've watched this while being awake. You know? Maybe I have to watch that one.
Tell us where you need me.
50 minutes. That's like popcorn level. I was like, oh, is this their most popular one? And the answer is no. They've done quite a lot, actually. It's definitely up there. It's one of them. I've seen that was pretty good. Yeah, I've not seen that one before. It's the same guy. Yeah, great video. Really great video. Yeah, it says I've watched it. I must have like seen it, clicked through it, and then not watched it and gone, oh, this is an hour long. Yeah, fair play. Fair play. Really cool. He's also got Instagram, ArtStation, and Facebook, so if you want to go follow them. Casually drops a featureless film. Yeah. Yeah, literally. Crazy. Pretty. Let's watch a trailer for it. The Dark Angels versus the Necron by the looks of it. Spacemarine. Oh, Voldemort's in it. Of course. Who else? Ah, Demek as well. Outstanding dubbing original soundtrack. I think it's funny to, in your own trailer, say outstanding dubbing. I might start saying, like, if I ever do a trailer for something, like outstanding frontrunner, you know? Outstanding jokes throughout. Absolutely handsome bloke at the front. You know what I mean? If I have to do something myself, but like outstandingly handsome. Not criticizing and saying it's bad. You know, I'm not trying to say that. But like to say outstanding dubbing in your own trailer when it's not like from, because no, it's like quotes, right? It'd be like IGN gives his 5 stars. This is the pull quote or whatever. It's just funny. The Tomb World. Look at all those fucking obelisks not doing anything. For the Lion and the Emperor. We march into the Tomb World because we don't know what the fuck's down there. Nice. Looks like I got some raids and stuff. That looks cool. 50 minutes there. That's like a fucking movie. That's so good. The Awakening. Yeah, shout out to Christian. Great job. Him and the team. Or them and the team, I should say. Yeah, really cool. Good shit. Good shit, definitely. And then the other good animation that you can only watch by someone else who's re-uploaded it and got 5 million views. Not only not set for life, but probably made a lot of money from someone else's work. God. Anyway, chat, that's about it for today. Wait, saying goodbye to Warhammer. Chat, what do you think this is? Come on, what do you think this is? I think Discord Spin is like generational content creator in terms of titles. I don't think they are saying goodbye to Warhammer, are they? The Warhammer's goodbye Warhammer situation just got worse. That's my going to be response. Anyway, chat. Thanks so much for watching. Appreciate you. Hopefully you enjoyed the show. Hope you enjoyed the stream. I'm going to be back Wednesday for the big stream. Big stream on Wednesday morning at 10:30. All right, so don't miss it. It's going to be a big one. We've got a lot to go over, so hopefully I'll see you then. Thanks so much for hanging out. Thanks to the members. If you haven't already, please subscribe. Become a member if you want to. You can join the giveaways, which is really sick. I appreciate you, and I'll catch you later. Bye. Ba, 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 ba.